start with the first startup. Air Vision is going on the stage.
Hello, my name is Vitas, and I will tell you about visual information from above. Imagine mission-critical data which is coming from above and which is late for a couple of hours, or tools which cost millions to get this data. And imagine police, which is hunting the bad guys, or defense, which is like looking after smugglers over the board, or farmers, which is looking after the fields. Air Vision provides intelligence and forecasting from above instantly. How we do that? We integrate with the sensors, we load the data from UAVs, we transform the data, we add encoding, add metadata, and we build intelligence on top of it. We identify moving objects, we track them, we classify them. We also do 2D and 3D models on the ground, and we can also integrate with satellites to get additional source of data. How we do it? We use NVIDIA Jetson-based onboard computer for getting the data and do the calculations. There is sample of sensors what we can integrate with. Sonic cameras, FLIR cameras, data links for data transmission. What is the result? Here is the result. You can see moving objects which we can identify, we can track them, we can also classify them. We can build additional products on top of this intelligence. Currently, we have a contract with Lithuanian Ministry of Defense and Lithuanian Ministry of Science and Education to build vertical takeoff and landing UAV. And we're building this contract together with our partners. So our part is like only image processing and building GPS-denied environment solution. We're also in active discussions with NVIDIA to be promoted on the block and meeting here in Lithuania regarding further cooperation. Sensors and payloads market is estimated to be 6 billion euros. Aerial imaging market is 2 billion euros. And we are planning to sell licenses for the drone manufacturers and also services for the end users. The team currently consists of R&D engineers with experience in robotics and image processing fields. Mindaugas has R&D experience in the field for 7 years, and me, I have enterprise projects delivery and B2B sales experience for 10 years. We are expecting to get contacts of investors who did investment in UAV or image processing fields. Thank you.
Wow, that was a pretty perfect timing. So I think it's time to set 3 minutes for the Q&A. Do we have a microphone? Yes.
Hi, so could you please provide some information about competitive landscape? How are you different from competitors?
Most of competitors who are doing these solutions, they are doing the solutions based on hardware. A lot of solutions are not real-time. We're doing this real-time using NVIDIA GPU power. And also there is competitor landscape, which is like doing like flat solutions. We are focusing only on software part of the UAV. So this is between UAV and sensors. This is our part.
Can you once again explain the business model and revenue streams you are going to have? What are the kind of main revenue streams and type of customers?
Mm-hmm. So we are doing sales for the companies which are producing drones, UAVs. That's the segment between consumer drones and military drones. That's industrial drones. And we want to sell our solution for them to be spread for their clients. So B2B sales, license sales for each piece, and additional services for end clients.
So is this replacing sales or something totally additional what they have today there? So they're somehow processing these images already today.
Sorry, can you come again?
So there is some software inside the drones already today. So is this replacing the existing one or something totally additional?
Industrial drones don't have such solutions. Some of military drones have this solution, but it's really expensive. It costs millions. So we are targeting industrial sector, which doesn't have such capabilities.
All right, and we have 1 more minute. Any extra questions? We have one more.
Can you tell a bit more what kind of image recognition you use and what kind of objects you can identify and track? Any particular verticals where you're particularly strong?
So basically, this solution is, as we are working on the project for in defense sector, so part of the project we are building the solution which is able to navigate in GPS-denied environment. It has to locate itself using visual understanding of the environment. So, like together with that, we are like identifying moving objects. We track them, we classify these objects. So that's basically moving objects identification, recognition, and working with that. So the industry would be security surveillance industry, what is like primarily industry. We are willing in the future to build additional products for other industries like.
Sorry, the time
like
is
others.
over.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot to AirVision. And the second startup is already ready, right? Perfect. Edurio is going to the stage.
Imagine leading your organization without knowing what your customers or your team think or how they feel. There is a sector where that's commonplace. It's education. Schools are going through the biggest change in curriculum and technology in the last 100 years. At the same time, there is no consensus in what they have to do to achieve good outcomes. Currently, even finding out how they can improve is massively difficult. Using paper surveys or generic tools is massive workload, and it's not very insightful. With Edurio, we've built a comprehensive toolkit to help schools manage feedback from students, teachers, and parents, thus helping them with school improvement, with teacher professional development, and accreditations. Schools can easily set up surveys by choosing our research-based survey library or creating them from scratch. Results are available immediately as the surveys are being filled out. Schools and regulators can filter, compare, and deep dive into specific issues. They can see the hotspots of their strengths and weaknesses, and they can actually track their improvement over time. We have tested Edurio in over 200 schools with 55,000 students answering 1 million questions. We are currently working with Oxford University Press, OECD, UCL Institute of Education to advance our analytic capability. We are currently launching our international pilots in UK and Finland. And we just launched Edurio Solo, which is our free tool for teachers. We have started successfully commercializing Edurio with individual schools and local authorities. With our international pilots, we are going to demonstrate international global applications and then scale up through partnerships in our key markets across Europe and Asia Pacific. EdTech is a very exciting market. Education is rapidly digitizing, and EdTech is predicted to more than double by 2020. Our amazing team combines McKinsey strategy experience with years of development and education expertise. This is complemented by our panel of advisors who are globally recognized in EdTech. With this approach, we will reach 30,000 schools in 5 years' time.
I'm really sorry, but you can continue the Q&A session, okay?
Of course, no problem. I'm practically done, so yeah.
Thank you. All right, and now the timer is set. 3 more minutes. The first question.
All right, thanks.
Hi. Could you maybe elaborate a bit on the business model of Edurio?
Yes, of course. we will start out with direct sales to school networks, both public school networks and private school networks, but we don't see ourselves selling directly to schools in the long term. So we are going to do integrations with large school management systems and sell to the system level players. For example, governments across different countries. But yeah, our main priority right now is integration with large school management systems.
How do you monetize?
Hi.
What's your pricing strategy?
Yeah, we are currently working with yearly subscription model. And schools have to pay 50 euros per school plus €1 per every student who is taking the service, so that the large schools would have to pay more and the small schools wouldn't have to spend so much.
And we still have 1.5 minutes for the questions.
Yeah.
Are you going to get the parents somehow involved?
Yes, of course. As I said, we are managing feedback from students, teachers, and parents. Parents don't have that much time to go through the development and through the timeline. So for parents, we don't have separate accounts as we do for teachers and students, but parents get separate links where they can fill out the surveys, and schools get back the feedback from them.
There are quite a number of products in this space developed for schools. So what is a killer feature in your product that makes you winner?
All right. We are currently working with artificial intelligence approaches. So we are going to create automatic, we are going to make automatic insight generation where schools can get the knowledge of what they have to do with the data that they receive. So that's one thing. The second thing is we don't have a lot of competitors in feedback analysis, but there are a lot of competitors in EdTech in general. So our killer feature, one is artificial intelligence insight generation. The second one is schools being able to track their improvement over time, because there are no tools that allow schools to do it in an easy and insightful way currently.
Perfect timing, and I think we are done here. Thanks for pitch, thanks for the Q&A. Sorry for making it shorter, but
it's okay.
You
I
have to save the time.
Done.
All right, now I heard Pulse Tip is already ready, right? I'll give you the clicker, no problem. So give it up to Pulse Tip.
Thank you. These buttons, right? Hi, everyone. My name is Monica, and Pulse Tip is engaging employees one question at a time. Employee engagement is the #1 global issue in the HR industry for more than 6 years in a row. Disengaged employees are harming companies by driving the customers away, negatively impacting the company's culture, and driving the performance down. The result is around $500 billion of annual loss in the United States alone. So I'm standing here with a solution for large companies to help solve this global issue. Do you remember the last time you answered an employee survey? Did you believe that something will change? In a typical large organization, around 2,000 people leave before annual survey takes action after half a year. And the 2,000 people, these people are the most important ones who needed the immediate real-time attention. This happens because a simple process takes more than a year. However, how would you feel if you could express your opinion in a distraction-free way daily, and HR leaders would actually listen and impose change immediately? Wouldn't that be wonderful? So PulseTip is all about that. We bring continuous improvement and agility to HR by democratizing the employee environment. PulseTip enables you to have real-time data-driven analytics, which is gathered in a distraction-free way and makes the process agile. As an employee, you simply have to tap your access card next to your preferred answer to the terminal with a daily question. So what happens next? HR leaders, they can test the changes made and test the changes made in real time and just purify the right decisions to make employees feel that to make employees feel more and more engaged. An idea itself came from an actual experience from people who saw this as a huge innovation for their work. We have also some gray hair in our team, with Per and Alexander joining as active mentors and advisors, with their extremely successful experience in HR industry for more than 20 years. We are also trusted by our current customers in Lithuania, with many more all around Europe under discussions. And we were also invited to present PulseTip to Citibank in New York City only 6 months after we started to work on this idea. So there are 3 things I would like... Okay. Start small, start now. Thank you.
All right, again, we have 3 more minutes. Are we all set?
So, are you actually producing this hardware as you presented, this
Yes.
stands? Okay.
Yes. You can actually go to the Startup Valley and try it yourself. It's super easy to answer a question.
So is it something similar or Happy or Not? Or?
Yes, actually, Happy or Not is, well, I would say it in a different way. PulseTip is more developed and smarter solution, because Happy or Not, if you compare these two, they only have 3 buttons, and you cannot change the question daily, or you can't have the analytics by department, by age, by whatever you need, you know. The analytics part is important in here.
What is the current status?
Current stage? We are testing it in Lithuania. Since we have we had our first demo like in December, so 5 months ago. Now 5 companies in Lithuania use it, and we are targeting markets in UK, Denmark, and Finland. That's where we are actually having meetings and talking with HR managers.
So in your sales process, when you talk to customers, who is
Yes.
the key competitor you meet mostly?
The key competitor?
Yeah.
Let's say HR leaders still need some kind of education to go through from these annual surveys, right, to some pulse questions and so on. So maybe, let's say, some applications, apps on the web, or emails, or mobile applications with notifications with a daily question could be a competitor, but, well, it's kind of a different one, because PulseTip's main advantage in blue-collar workforce, for example, is that they now use paper surveys, and they can throw away all of them once they start using PulseTip.
All right, and we have 35 seconds. Can we do a quick question?
Okay.
No, but that's too short.
We can speak afterwards.
Okay, so the problem with these surveys is, on the one hand, that they are very long, but on the other hand, also, as you laid out, that there's uncertain outcome. So that's like disincentivizing for the employee, right? So how do you think it's solved in this case? I mean,
you mean that there are too many questions for?
no, that the survey is filled out and then nothing happens. So what's the guarantee in this case that this is not going to be the case?
Yeah, well, actually, PulseTip is, let's say, a way to gather all this data, but with all the analytics...
I'm sorry. I feel really bad each time I have to do it, I swear, guys.
Okay.
But I think you'll have to answer this question later. Okay, anyway, applause. I'm just trying to be correct here. If everyone got 3 minutes, right? All right, so now I'm happy to invite Kufer on the stage.
Hi everybody, my name is Arturs and I'm founder of Qfer. Qfer is a marketing platform for cafes, restaurants and fast food chains. The problem we are solving is low efficiency and low quality of printed marketing materials, which is printed out and delivered to your mailbox or given to you out of the street. We figured out that only less than 10% of these materials really attract customers, and that means that businesses are losing money daily. So we developed a Qfer, and with Qfer, restaurant chains can increase effectiveness of marketing channels up to 10 times. Here is how. We create a marketplace for restaurants where they can create offers, smart offers, in several minutes. By doing that, they first of all save money on printing costs, receive detailed statistics of each offer or each venue, and of course receive marketing data about the audience. And as we are a marketing platform, we increase repeat sales of these partners by notifying customers about new offers and new opportunities for restaurants. But let's speak about our customers. We already have signed agreements with biggest chains in our region, like Hesburger, which has more than 80 restaurants in Latvia and Lithuania, like Chili Pizza, and Vucina Group, which is the biggest brand here in Lithuania. Of course, we're working also with small businesses like Get a Burger, like Yo-Yo Yogurt, and many others, and they're using our web platform daily to attract new customers. From other side of our business, there are customers, users, B2C, and for users, Qfer is mobile app, easy to use mobile app, where offers are conveniently sorted by location, so you can easily find nice offer next to your house or next to your office. And of course, we have very nice reward system. You receive discounts, and you also receive cashback and different rewards from Qfer, like you can invite a friend and you earn free meal from Qfer. We launched in Latvia last year, and we have more than 80,000 registered users, and we are growing up to 15% each month. We beat Facebook, Instagram, and Spotify in terms of users in local Latvian market, App Store and Google Play. We mainly grow because of viral growth, and users help us grow. You can see nice reviews. So we have 1.5 years on the market experience working with main chains in Baltics. We have more than 8,000 users and more than 200 business-to-business customers. And which is more important, we're generating 100,000 euro in cash to our partners each month. We're looking to create a global marketplace, so we're planning to expand outside the Baltics. So thank you for your time. Download Qfer right now. Give us a chance. We have a nice promo code for you, I love Qfer, and you will receive first Qfer euro for free.
Thanks a lot. Okay, can we start with the questions? Please go ahead.
So how do you make money?
We have two types of business model. First of all, subscription fee. Each month, retailer pay us amount of money, and another one is commissions from our partners. So mixed model.
And how much per location, or how does it?
50 euros per location. If you have 40 locations, you can count.
Okay, 50 euros.
So you say you have 80,000 downloads?
Registered users.
Registered users. What's the monthly usage? Like how many users?
Now is 67%.
67% of those used on a monthly basis?
Each month, yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you.
How are you different from competitors such as Groupon, which are globally active at the moment and have all those small and medium-sized as well as the chains on board? How can you drive or business or overcome them over time?
First of all, we concentrate mainly on chains. That means that other competitors can't afford to create platform for chains. Secondly, we are deep in analytics, so we provide detailed statistics of audience, of how much users interact with the platform and so on. And of course, we're mobile-based, and I think that mobile is the future, and we're going into it. And yeah.
Is it so that the more customers you have, the less effective it will become for them? And if it's so, then how you solve it?
You mean if you will be too big for that?
Supply? Yeah.
From business customers or from users?
From business customers.
From business customers. There is no too much supply, actually. But the idea is that we can play with a discount rate, and by that we can increase or decrease the amount of users that can go to the particular place. But if you're talking about it, it will be too much players in one marketplace. It's never will be like that. It's always like something. Some of partners say, no, I don't want to participate in that because I have something other to do.
All right, one quick question. We still have 40 seconds.
So there's a huge number of food discovery and delivery services around, and most of them offer local discounts and promotions as well. How do you see yourself competing against those guys?
As I mentioned before, we work with chains. That means that we are actually the only one in Baltics, and I know only one competitor that works with McDonald's as well as us. And we are going deeply in analytics and discounts, providing marketing managers with tools to analyze results and get better results in the next campaign. This is our value proposition. And also, I have something special for you. We have created a special offer for login competitors.
I have to stop you here.
Just 1 second. So there is a Black Mamba burger for all login participants. There is a nice offer from Q4 today and tomorrow, especially for you.
I really have to stop you here. Thanks a lot. You know, each time I have to stop someone, I lose 10 karma points. In this case, I lose 100 karma points because I let you tell about the offer. All right, so now we have a funky title over here. It's Cheeks Up going on the stage.
Is this? No. Are there any parent in this room? No? None? You don't have children? Oh, great. We have few. So imagine if computer will be able to teach your child how to speak with motion recognition and sound recognition. That's quite futuristic, but it's possible. And Cheeks Up is the first step towards this dream. We created a system that automates face and tongue exercises used for speech therapy. So 10% of all children, when they are at age 2 to 7 years, they have some speech problems. And the hardest task is to keep them motivated. And simply because lifting the tongue and rounding the lips for many times in a particular way is a very hard and boring task. So after 3 years of work in rehabilitation clinic with neurological children, I understood how immense value technology can bring us. So we're replacing this mirror with interactive game, where activity is triggered by real-time face and tongue gestures. So child is playing the game independently, while therapist is managing the profile and adjusting the exercise plan remotely from the web platform. We're combining our algorithms together with InterRealSense hardware and integrating that into gamified experience. And this 3D solution is the latest 3D camera solution in laptops, what is rolling out into the markets today. What means it's going to be in consumer hands very, very soon. So competition is between conventional therapy support tools and virtual rehabilitation market, what is actually growing. There are more than 8 companies that are using 3D rehabilitation for gross motor skills, and we're using this market gap that for fine motor skills, there are no particular solutions yet. Our target market is the United States, what represents 3 million cases annually. But now we're starting to entering the market with a B2B solution, offering this for institutions. What's going to be an entrance key for the consumer market. My name is Ilza. I'm a speech pathologist. And together with my co-founder, Andis, we just came back from the United States from the accelerator Relevant Health, which was located in the Washington, D.C. area. We have our first product, and we're here to attract seed round to get our product further and get into the market. So Cheeks Up, it's all about to make children healthier and their families happier. Thank you.
Thanks to you. for saving my 10 karma points this time. All right, so we are all set with 3 minutes and ready to go with the questions. The first one.
Is there scientific evidence that this works?
This is a common practice, what is now being used in a simple way with a therapist, and we're making this action what now requires adult. We're putting the control element to the computer, so there's no adult participation needed every time, because you need to show the tongue example and tell the instruction and keep looking at him whether he's doing it right, and continue to engage. Like, okay, your tongue today is a snake, and lift it up to reach the nose. And well, it's a storytelling every day, and doing that for 3 years, I lost my voice, and so you can hear it now. It's not so nice.
But the aim is to have the children speak better, right?
Yes. So
because you mentioned healthier and happier, but that's just it's a means, kind of, that they're healthier and happier.
No, it's not, because I'm sorry I'm telling that, but seeing these children who have cerebral palsy, they have understanding of the speech, they understand, but they can't speak because they have big movement disabilities. They can't exhale the breath, and that's why they can't start to speak. And they can develop the language till the 7 years if they are, and it's hard to motivate them for these routine activities, because that really helps them. But for the 3-year-old, you can stick his tongue out in the 30-minute session for 3 times,
I'm
and
convinced.
it's not efficient.
I'm convinced. Another question: can this be covered by health insurance companies? So in
In
terms
the
of your
United
business
States,
model?
yes, all the severe cases, what are cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and et cetera, all the neurological cases, in the United States, it's covered by health insurance. So we spent there a while to discover that challenging market. So it's really divided because it's medical and preschool, and it's all around, but we're working on that. And in the United States, it's covered by insurance. In Europe, it's more to the government business because the preschools and clinics are usually funded by government. Yeah.
All right, and we have 20 seconds. I'm not sure we can make it.
Okay, so quickly, what stage are you at?
Yeah, so we're now testing. We have the first product, and it's like between alpha and beta. Since I'm a speech pathologist, I'm testing the first. I'm the first tester, and now we're looking for the other therapists to partner up with.
And the time is up. Perfect.
Thanks.
Thanks to you. All right, so we just talked about breathing, and I think we have something to this topic. So now I would like to invite to the stage Breath Count.
Hello. Hello, my name is Pavlos, and I'm presenting Breath Count. Breath Count is like a heart rate monitor, but for asthma patients. Now, it's not only a monitor that helps you track your condition with what your doctor told you to, keep in mind, or your condition with what you're feeling, but it also allows for possibilities that sometimes asthma patients would not have without it. So take Peter. His last basketball practice didn't go so well. Nothing terrible happened. He's just very upset that only his condition got a bit worse, and he had to stop what he was doing, take his medicine, and try and call his mother to, let her know. So today, he wants to go to another, basketball practice, and she doesn't want him to go. It's pollen season, it's physical stress. She's worried that it will happen again. So he remembered that he has breath count. So he exhaled into it, and he said, "Look, Mom, I'm perfectly fine. I'm 100%. No, you're 89. She wasn't letting him go anyway. So he said, "Listen, after our practice, I'll test myself again. I'll take breath count with myself, and I'll test myself. And maybe that was just one-off. Maybe that just happened once. And if that's truly the case, I will not go to the next practice." And let's just say Peter is winning much more arguments lately. And we want to help other Peters like that, 334 million of them, with growing ranks, 50,000 people diagnosed every day, to combat this condition, to help them access this service. So the team is, that's me, I'm one of the Peters. I have asthma, and I ran a software company for a while. Marta, she deals with a lot of them. She's a general practitioner, and Darius is also has asthma, and he's working on this problem to make a mobile application. Also, there's Gabrielus, our electronics visit who helps with that. So with this crack team, we built a device to help people track it, and a mobile application that is already used by some of the people to use the current existing solutions for that. We're looking for 300,000 euros to help us give those devices to the people who most need them, to provide them as soon as possible, and in this engaged small-scale production. So, breath count, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Okay, breath count. You have 3 minutes for Q&A.
What's your business model?
We're selling a device, and afterwards we have some features planned to provide as a premium service, basically ripped off Fitbit.
Have you done some clinical tests already that actually you can measure something?
Two things. First of all, we're running small-scale testing with patients now, mostly to figure out what are their needs. But then we consulted with lawyers to what is required for this kind of device. So it's a medical study, not medical trial. So we just need to give a theoretical proof that this methodology is sufficient, and which we're using, sufficient methodology, and the device is using correct measuring methods. So yes, we're running, but we don't have to do the full scale.
So can you explain in detail what the device actually do? What's inside it?
What's inside? Okay. So the device tracks how fast and sharp you exhale. It's basically a spirometer, if you're familiar with the term, but if you're not, you just exhale into it, and it tracks the flow of the air that you exhale into. Most of the common measurements is just you exhale fast and sharp. There are ones that you exhale as long as you can. There are quick track measurements that allow you to know what condition person is right now. And the sensors inside are systems of pressure sensors and dampness sensors to figure out what is the exact flow coming from the device. I see you're still confused, but you can ask me later.
Can you tell a few other use cases other than this particular situation you showed?
Most of the time, it's to keep in track with your medicine, if you're taking it or not. Another one is for people who are athletes or people who are actively engaging in sports, to track how well will you perform that day. Another thing is to basically know how healthy you are that day. Thinking in terms of Fitbit, like how much I've slept, I can improve that. My daily routine maybe was not perfect towards that, so now I can work on this. I have qualitative feedback to use that.
Is it possible to use mobile phone's microphone actually to track it somehow? The microphone is used even for sleep tracking.
There is a research conducted on that, but currently there was, let's just say, for every phone, you have to create a specific, new algorithm, and that's just not scalable for the market. So maybe for some, iPhones or something like that, that may occur, but currently there's nothing that's solid or accurate in the market, and it doesn't seem like it's going to happen because the, financial incentive is just not there.
All right, 0, 0, 0. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, and now we can give the stage to Alta. Are you ready? Perfect. Stage is yours.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Hi, my name is Vasily, and I'm CEO of Alta. We produce conversational bots for e-commerce businesses. In the near future, these bots will automate near 90% of customer requests. That will reduce customer service costs by 50%. Why we are doing this? We've all been there. We have an urgent need to buy something online, for example, headphones. But there are dozens of headphones, and models, and options. And usually we don't know how to make a choice. We need an advice, but nobody cares. Nowadays, call centers and live chats require human resources to work on it. On the other side, simplified interfaces and smart searches usually make us feel lost, like John. That's why we started building Alta, which is a conversational automation technology which allows businesses to engage with their customers on a very personalized level using AI and well-engineered NLP. Our core technology easily integrates with structured databases and has an ability to learn from a very small amount of initial training data. With our technology, choosing a needed product should be as easy as texting your mom. The system understands what you want and gets it done. Perfect. It's frictionless. It's ongoing conversation with business. And it's an omni-channel experience. Your clients may use it the website, mobile app, or their favorite messaging platform. We have a great team of talented engineers which are passionate about AI and machine learning and have all necessary qualifications to make the system perfect. Our mission is to create a new way of communication between business and customer. It's not quite search, and it's not quite talking to a live person. It's a space where businesses can communicate with their clients about things that are important for them. I'm Vasily, CEO of Alta. Thank you.
Thanks to you. All right, now we can start with the questions.
There are many companies that claim to do the same, but fail miserably. How did you manage to do it, or what are the sort of task to success ratios? Do you have any proof that it actually works?
Yes, we have 10 clients that already want this solution to be implemented on their websites. There are two major problems on this business. One is customer support, and the other one is personalization. So there are a lot of companies who want to automate customer support. Those questions for which users usually call or send a message to support. We want to unite these two things into one and give users an ability to ask us whether he wants.
So in very early in the presentation, you said you can solve 90% of use cases. What is the 10%? What type of use cases you're not able to solve?
Right now, we have an ability to solve 90%. But I think that in next 6 months, we will be able to automate almost 100% of human requests. Nowadays, 10% of requests are resended to operators. So these businesses already have a call center. We can reduce it very, very much.
Any other questions? 1.5 minutes.
Have you integrated with another live chats? Because I saw from the presentation you're now on Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Yes.
Do you integrate with other live chats? Are you going to? How do you implement within your client webpage, as you mentioned before?
You mean by live chats? You mean these pop-ups like GivoSite and Chatter? Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. We don't want to integrate with them. We just render these pop-up by ourselves.
Okay. So you're another live chat, but with a bot, with an artificial intelligence.
Automated. Yes.
Okay. Understand.
One more question. 30 seconds.
So what's your go-to-market strategy? How do you acquire customers?
Okay. Right now, we are doing an integration with First Client. And in the next 6 months, we'll release the platform and bootstrap then and focusing more on sales. So we are planning to make an integration with some existing platforms like Shopify. This is reasonable because when we will make this integration, we don't need to prepare traffic on our own website, to make traffic on our own website.
I'm really sorry, but the time is over.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyway, thanks for the pitch. All right, and now on the stage is coming Sidewalk.
Thank you.
Good luck.
So, hello everyone, I'm Skirmanta, CEO at Sidewalk Robot Delivery. Do you know that the most expensive part of all delivery is the last mile? And that is 76% of any delivery costs. And you know that it's not even instant delivery. If we want to get our parcel, we need to wait 1-2 days. We must be at the specific place at the specific time. And that's why we have created Sidewalk. Sidewalk is an automated city delivery robot, which has the main function to transport parcels from place A to place B without any human assistance. For example, Sidewalk just comes to me, I'm just enter the PIN code, which I'll already receive in my phone, and parcel is mine. Our Sidewalk at this moment can work whole day, 8 hours by one charge. Robot is controlled remotely by the operator. With those robots, we are reducing instant delivery costs by 10 times. And with these robots, you don't need to be anymore at home. You can be everywhere. You can be in the park, you can be in the bar, and still get your parcel within 2 hours within city limits. We are service providers. We provide service for companies. We charge €1 per each delivery within city limits within 2 hours. Our main focus is on the customers. We are solving problems for them. We are not a hardware company. Here you can see our exit opportunities. There are B2B companies, corporations, and tech companies. Definitely we have competitors. Our main competitors are drones, but comparing with them, we have a huge advantage. Our robot can transport larger parcels of up to 20 kilos, while drones can transport only light parcels of up to 5 kilos, and they have a lot of legal limitations. There are also dispatch robotics, Starship, Domino, Marble, but all of us are addressing totally different markets. We are addressing parcel delivery market, which is 187 billion euros, and we will take 15% of it. And we are a perfectly combined team to do it. Our CEO was programming from 6 years old. He was running his own marketing agency. Our CTO have built 2 Sidewalk versions within 6 months. And I was totally responsible of implementation of 2 pilot projects for our first customer, DHL. Here you can see the companies from which we get the interest. And once we've done the parcel delivery, we have a long-term vision. That means that we will be able to create a platform for security, for cleaner, for vending machine. And we got our first pre-seed investment, and now we are looking for second round investment to launch one city. Thank you.
Thanks to you.
So 2 short questions. What about physical objects like hurdles, and what about traffic rules?
Okay, so answering your first question, we already did software for obstacles avoidance. So the robot goes, for example, to this box. He will see that this is a box, and he will try to navigate through it. And for traffic lights, we don't have yet the solution, but already in the market exist many solutions, many technologies. What we need to do, we just need to integrate everything in that robot.
So if your customer is thinking either to choose you or Starship Technologies, why they should actually choose you? What is better in your product functionality?
Okay, thank you for your question. So first of all, we already have our first customer, which is a key player in parcel delivery market. We already did 2 campaigns for them. In that case, we are head of the Starship. I would say so.
Is your idea to build a huge fleet of those robots all over the world and start operating it, or have you thought of like just licensing the idea and technology to somebody else, or you will need like huge amounts of money if you need to cover the whole world with those robots?
So basically, as I told you before, we are service providers, so we will operate all those robots. We will not selling the robots itself, we will provide the service, and we will operating all those robots, for example, in the HL processes.
Okay, 1 more minute.
What's the cost for you of developing this kind of a robot?
For this robot for us costs around 2,000 euros. But it's difficult to say now how much it will cost our third version, because it's just only prototype. And the third version will be more functional, and the exact cost I cannot tell you, because I don't know what will be exact cost. Our expectations is that later on the robot price will be around 5,000 euros when we start the massive production.
So you need to make 3,000 to 5,000 trips before it pays out, basically.
Yes, but we will get revenue not only from deliveries, also from advertisement, because we already got interest from companies who want to put their advertisement on our sidewalks. And we calculate that half of our revenue, half of our profit can be from advertisement.
And I have to stop you here.
Thank you.
Thanks to you. All right, we have 3 more startups pitching today, and the 9th one is Helpin. Good luck.
Thanks. Hello. So, where is presentation? Yeah.
Here.
So, hi, my name is Zbigniew Gietys, but you can call me Z. The only thing that you need to remember is the name of startup, Helpin. Helpin is one-stop shop for those who are planning their weddings and starting a family. A few years ago, together with my wife, we were planning and organizing our own wedding, and it was quite frustrating how hard it is to find those trustworthy and available for the date vendors. And we needed to make hundreds of calls just to find those available for the date pros. And it appears that all this frustration, we are not alone in it. Only 8% of people hire wedding planners from day one. And people spend hundreds of hours, thousands basically hours, to find available and trustworthy vendors for this event. And Helpin addresses that problem. We help people to find photographers, groomers, florists, just name it. Anybody that could be helpful with wedding organizing. Our main advantage is that instead of just giving you phone numbers and names the way that competitors do, we do much more. You tell us the date when is wedding, you tell what you want to achieve, and when we reach to our network of professionals and introduce you only to those that are available for the date, interested and qualified to do the job. And this is only first step in our journey. We want to cover not only weddings, but also childcare, housekeeping, and beauty segment. Few words about our team. For 9 years, our company was building startups for other clients. Few last years, we were building marketplace and concierge type of services for Brooklyn-based and Philadelphia-based startups. So we have the knowledge, we have the idea, we have the team, we even have the money. The only thing that we are searching for is the contacts of people who are interested to open this service in other countries. We are interested in Italy, Germany, and UK. So if you find this interesting, please call me, write me. I would be glad to speak with you. So do you have any questions? Maybe you are interested to open this in your country? Yeah, I'm over. So,
perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks for making it easier. Thanks for a good pitch. And you have actually 3 more minutes to answer the questions.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of these services launched in the past. Why will you become successful?
One of the reasons what we saw in weddings, at least at weddings, they try to be either inspiration sites or yellow pages. But the main touch point is availability for the date. And what we do, it's basically distribution software. We ask, are you available if this person, like photographer, is qualified to do the job? We ask, are you available, like example, for July 12th? And he answers, yes, I am. So we give only the list of those who are available for that date and are interested to do the job. So this is our advantage. I don't know why those big companies are not making this. You know, who knows?
You ask about partners in other countries, but I was wondering what's happening here in Lithuania as far as helping is concerned.
So we are only starting. So it's like we're in half process. We build distribution software. We already know how to build marketplaces. And we plan to launch this only after a few months. So it's like very early stage of MVP. But basically, we are building this software for 5 years for our clients. Some portions of code. So we have knowledge, we have everything. So we could launch even not in Lithuania, maybe in another country that is like bigger.
How do you make money?
Pay per lead. For sure that if a photographer is interested to participate in, I would call, small tender, he would pay money for this button, I'm interested in this project. Additional income could be that we would sell some, like example, if it's a wedding invitations and so on and so on.
How do you want to acquire customers?
You know, one of our plans, I don't know if we will be lucky, but to find, like example, in Lithuania, Vinted is very popular among women. So we plan just to advertise hard on those websites that attract a lot of women. So this is our plan. We need money for that, but we have our funds to do that.
All right, and we have 29 seconds. Quick question? Otherwise, thanks for the clear pitch.
Thank you.
All right, 2 more, and I can invite Bike ID to come on the stage. Which one? This one.
Hello. Do we have anybody in the audience who owns a bicycle? I don't. My bike was stolen. And every year, 15 million bicycles are stolen all over the world, and just 2% of them are being found. This means that we as the bike owners suffer over 6 billion euro annual losses because of bike theft. But with Bike ID, you don't ever have to worry about bike theft anymore, because you can insure your bicycle over your smartphone. Bike ID is acting as an agent to international insurance companies. And we have developed a technology which also identifies the bike owner, the condition of the bicycle, and that the bicycle exists. So we are able to reduce the risk of insurance fraud. In addition, each bicycle will receive a security label and will be entered to the worldwide bike registry, which is also cooperating with the police in order to reduce the risk of bike theft. Now, because of this technology, we are able to provide you with cheap insurance premiums, starting from just 325 euros per month. Our business model is super simple. We earn 35% commission on each insurance policy. So far, over 8,000 bike owners have signed up and registered their bikes with Bike ID. We launched bicycle insurance in Estonia 2 weeks ago with the help of one of the largest insurance companies in Scandinavia, If Insurance. And right now we are closing a deal with one of the largest insurance companies in Europe, Ergo, to launch bicycle insurance in Germany in this autumn. So our goal is to expand this business in the coming 5 years to European and US market. In these markets, there is 120 million bicycles worth insuring. This means that these bicycles are less than 5 years old and worth more than 400 euros. Our goal is to insure 5% of them and make 200 million euros in commission. How we do that? We have a kick-ass team for that. We have a background of insurance and bicycle industry. We have the knowledge of business and product development, development of insurance products in sports industry, and also design and international marketing. This month, we are opening a seed round for 1 million euros to launch the service in Germany and test it also in 2 other European countries. So dear investors in the audience, let's meet. I can assure you that when you're joining Bike ID, it will be as much fun as riding a bike. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you. And now let's have some fun answering the questions. So 3 minutes are yours.
Yeah, 8,000 bikes have been stolen already, and
So out of these 8,000 bikes, 2% have been stolen.
and is that a kind of a stat that insurance companies can live with?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So if I am a user of Bike ID,
Yeah.
I have this sticker.
Yeah.
Do I need any other security for my bike, or I can leave it like standalone with this sticker and just insure it via app?
It is required that you lock it. We will not check if you lock it, or we don't ask you to bring a broken lock if you make a claim, but still, you know, you have to take good care of it.
Okay, understand.
So which are the next products after the bikes? So like it's not limited to bikes that will be stolen. Are there any plans for you to expand this offering?
Obviously. So bikes are just one vertical. And this is our like a strategical move to get into cooperation with international insurance companies. So if we can see that we are a trustful partner and we can really scale this business, we are also planting the ideas of expanding to other products and other verticals.
What is your go-to-market strategy? I mean, do you sell through bike shop owners? Because they make a big commission on insurance as well.
Right now, we are working, for example, in Estonia, we are working with 95% of the bike retailers. So they are also distributing the marketing materials of Bike ID. They don't earn commission today, but we are actually planning to also involve them in some sort of a commission package. We are getting new customers by using the bike retailers. We are using the free bicycle registry that we have. We are also using the client database of the insurance companies to promote the bicycle insurance service.
How many of current 8,000 registered users have converted to insurance policy as well?
So
it's very early days, but still, what is the kind of initial feedback?
Within the 2 weeks, 1%, so 80 insurance policies.
What measures do you have to prevent
10 seconds.
fraud?
Go ahead.
Like what measures do you put in place to prevent fraud?
What measures do we use to prevent fraud?
Yeah, so why don't I can just sell the bicycle, yeah, and then report a loss, like theft.
Yes, you can do that. Go ahead.
That was a short answer. Thanks to Bike ID. And we have our last speaker today. So I would like to invite Xsense to come on the stage.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good luck.
Hello, my name is Aista Norikaite and I'm a founder of Xsense. Let me tell you a little story before. Everything started 2 years ago when I was still studying at the University of the Arts London. I created a device, Experience Helmet, that would translate your brainwaves into sounds. The project was so successful that it was featured in major media platforms such as Wired, Vice, Fact, and Yahoo. I was also invited to exhibit it at galleries and participate at major neuroscience events. And then it occurred to me, there must be something more to it. I did my research and found two things. First of all, the cost of work-related stress in Europe is 20 billion euros a year. Second of all, a device that would combine neurofeedback and virtual reality in a nice way doesn't really exist yet. And we believe in its potential, which is grounded in a major growth of wearables market, which is going to reach 7 billion euros in 2018. By us, I mean our amazing team of neuroscientists and developers, who are amongst top 10 developers in the world. And together, we are creating XSense, a device that relaxes you while you just sit and basically do nothing. It selects a virtual environment for you according to the signals coming out of your brain. Then, whenever the tension builds up, it adjusts the environment so you can unwind again. Why virtual reality? Our research into a similar system shows a 68% reduction in the heart rate, physiological relaxation, and stabilization after only a few minutes of use of this device. Our business model is simple. We are planning to produce devices and sell them to the end user. We also can charge for the upgrades to environment, this way creating good customer lifetime value. Due to high price technology, our target is companies who care about their employees' mental well-being and productivity, and also therapists who would like to have a new tool to improve their practice. Due to the same reasons, we decided to ask a couple of times more, which is we want £500 of seed capital investment to help us with the cost of trials, product development, and the first batch of the devices. If you would like to help us make this come to life, contact me or Paulus. Thank you for listening.
Thanks to you. All right, and did we get any questions? 3 minutes.
3 questions. How many milliamps you send into the brain of electricity?
How many? Oh, I'm not making the actual EEG device, so.
How it works?
How it works. Yeah, so basically, yeah, we are measuring the brainwaves, and for now we are using an algorithm that senses when you are relaxed, and basically it shows you different environments, and whichever environment you feel the most comfortable with, it leaves you in that environment. And then if you feel again a bit tensed, it adjusts some elements in that environment so you are relaxed again. So you don't have to think, you don't have to do anything. It just does everything for you according to the algorithm that comes from the brain.
So how it compares to sync the products that you can attach to your
Oh yeah, it's completely different thing because
fine-tune your mood.
Yeah. Think is a neuronal stimulation, which is completely different thing. It's just we are just reading the brain, and they are actually sending electricity to the brain, so to create some sort of effect. But I'm really against this kind of not too much against, but I'm quite against these things because. Yeah, because they work, but nobody knows why it works. And basically, if you make one part of the brain work more, it means you're taking out of another part of the brain. Therefore, I'm against it.
And final question, do you need to be somehow clinically to certify it or not?
It doesn't have to be clinically certified because stress is not a medical condition.
And just a quick question, what's the device actually like? Is it a headband or is it a VR headset? Do you use your phone or?
It's all together in one piece. So there's a sensor, there's VR glasses, there's... and what was the next question? So is it a one piece? And
yeah, like just how the setup is, if you can use your smartphone or is it the Oculus Rift?
Yeah, so there are two opportunities. So not all of the phones work with virtual reality. So some of the phones work, so you can use your own phone, but otherwise you can purchase it with us.
All right, 19 seconds. Can we still do something really quick? 15 seconds, 10 seconds. All right. Thanks to you, I think we can't make the last question.
Thank you.